Hi everyone, my name is Konstantin and you are watching Sound Entropy. This channel is about creating music and everything related to that. Composing, recording, mixing, software gear. This video is not sponsored. All the companies mentioned, all the products were purchased by me. It's just the stuff I use. I'll put the links down below in the description if you want to check them out, but I'm not affiliated with any of these companies. Today I wanted to talk about recording guitar with wah-wah effect. These days many of us are using digital guitar processors like XFX Kemper. Kemper has a built-in modeling for wah-wah pedals, and you can configure a lot of different parameters like frequency on which it works. You can simulate modern wah-wahs and classics like Steve Vai models and Joe Satriani models and you name it. And I used built-in wah-wah simulation in Kemper a lot on rehearsals and live shows. But when I am recording guitar in the studio and I need wah-wah effect, I always get back to my actual physical wah-wah pedal. I cannot record without that unit. And let me explain you why. There's one very important reason, and this is preamping. If you don't know what preamping is it's when we record the dry signal, the raw signal of the guitar together with the wet signal going through the processor. So as a result, we get two tracks for one guitar. The raw guitar without any processing on it, and the wet track with all the amplifier effects, delay, reverb, chorus, whatever you want. And the purpose of that is that later in the post-production, when you're mixing, or maybe your sound engineer is mixing, or maybe you want to send your track to a professional studio to mix it, they can reamp your guitar so that they can substitute your wet signal, substitute your amplifier with whatever they want. You can route the raw guitar signal back into the amplifier or in your digital unit, and you can change all the settings, all the parameters, all the effects. So you're not committed to a particular sound, and later in post-production you can change it the way you want it, which is super convenient because you don't want to play all the tracks, all the parts again if you want to just change your sound. You record it once and then you can apply whatever you want, use any effects. Super convenient. I like to do that just in case. Every time I record guitar, I have to get two tracks. I need to record the raw guitar signal. But when you want to record wah effect on it, if you're doing it through the digital processor, that effect will be mixed in the wet signal. So if you want to do reamping, your guitar will sound clean without any wah-wah effect. And it means that if you're reamping later, you have to play wah-wah again, which is not cool, because maybe you like how you played the wah-wah, and then when you're recording you need to repeat exactly how you moved your wah-wah pedal. So it's awesome if you can combine wah-wah effect with the raw guitar signal, so that later in post-production, if you're reamping, or sound engineer in a professional studio reamping your tracks, they can just substitute amplifiers and they don't need to play wah-wah again. That's why I need this. So I connect the guitar in the wah-wah pedal, and then the output from the wah-wah pedal goes to the input of the digital processor. So when I'm recording the signal which comes into the processor, I already recording my guitar with the wah-wah effect. And later in post-production, I can easily reamp it without any problem. So let me show you the example, because example worth 1,000 words. So in order to show you the difference, I'll record two pieces, one with the built-in wah-wah effect and one with the actual physical pedal, and I'll show you how the signal is different on the raw guitar and on the wet signal. So I've created an empty project. I have two tracks, one for the raw guitar signal and one for the processed amplified signal. I'm recording from two different inputs. One is a direct input, that's just an input on my audio card, where the Kemper sends the actual raw guitar signal. And another one is I'm using SPDIF as just a wet signal. It could be a master master output, doesn't really matter. So I'm recording two tracks at the same time from two different outputs from Kemper. So first, the built-in wah. So now I've turned off the built-in wow effect, and now I'm recording using the physical pedal. So now, if we play back the actual raw signal from the guitar, let me route it to the main output. Check this out. So this is where we have wah simulation. I'll solo it. So you can hear it's just a raw guitar signal, nothing on it. And here's where I was using the actual wah pedal. You can hear that there's a wah effect on it, on the guitar. Now I've switched the input on Kemper on my digital processor to get the signal from my audio cards, from a reamp output. So now the raw track which I'm playing here in the DAW will be sent to the guitar processor, and it will process it as if it's the real guitar going through it. So there you go. That's how it will sound with the signal recorded first using the wah simulation. You can clearly hear there's no wah effect on it, but if I play the second track, the second guitar signal recorded with wah, and I can reamp it, I can change any effects. Let me change the amplifiers a little bit just to show you the value of that. So there you go. I was reamping it right now in the real time and with wah effect recorded into my raw guitar signal. It sounds as intended, but if I was using just a wah simulation built in the module, I would have to play wah again and repeat the same pattern, which is not very easy. If you're curious about reamping and you feel like you don't know enough, you want to know more about reamping, let me know in the comments below. I could create a separate video about that because it's a big topic. It's a bit complicated to configure, to route it, and it might be challenging for beginner musicians. Wow effects built in digital processors are great. They sound very good, very convenient to use them on live shows and rehearsals. But in the studio, I'm definitely using my physical wah pedal. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you want more content like that about recording music. Hit this notification bell. Stay safe and see you folks in the next one.